Hey, hey, we are live. Welcome to the final day of the 5 pillars to master the art of selling. I am so happy you are here. I'm so glad that you stuck with me to just take your business to the next level so that you can catapult your impact, your bank account, and your freedom. I'm Erica Steptoe, the legacy building strategist, to help you do these things here and been giving you and pouring to you all this information. It's about total of almost 5 hours of content total for this whole learning here. So I'm glad that you stuck with me. Let's just go back and recap over really the pillars in a nutshell so that you can have it all mixed together and just truly understand this whole purpose for you. But pillar number one was all about connection and the contact and making sure that you know yourself so much that you know your clients too, because that connection is so beyond powerful. Because as you are hyper aware about you, you are able to be more open, and so that you can receive and see the people that you are serving. Your rhythm is your sales process. This is your unique flow. You can't do what I do, and I can't do what you do, okay? This is your unique piece that you can start uncovering as you're learning yourself and learning your clients, that you can do on a consistent basis that will bring in the money every single time, okay? Your pace is the timing, the strategy behind the flow. So now you can look at, in terms of your business, is saying, okay, when is the right appropriate time of the day to post my product or my services on social media? Or what is the time of the year that my program will always sell out with? My program will always reaches a great potential because I'm hitting my people at the right moment, at the right time of the year when they're thinking about my product or my services the most. All right. Day 4 was all about synchronization. So we talked about how can we be in flow with our clients and our customers, but in a way that we really just know them before they even send us our objections, or when the words that we cannot use to trigger them, to make sure that they do proceed with the sales process. And also thinking about in terms of, really the price point, packaging for my people so that I can ensure that I'm meeting them at their budget too. So synchronization has a lot to do with those pieces. But today we're going to be talking about chemistry. Chemistry, the blending of you and your person together, your client, customer, making sure that you are on the same page. There will be some moments when you think that, this person was the person, but then you may have to actually fire your client if you're a service provider. Or maybe you have a product and you thought this product would be good for them up front, but then you're like, no, I think I need to give you another product, or try to help them see other ways. Or maybe my product is not what you need, but I'll get you out to the people that can do it. We are all service providers, okay? At the end of the day, we're not in here just to make money, okay? Making money is a vehicle of the process of transformation to your legacy, to your time and money freedom, but it's not the thing you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on serving your people, knowing your people, and giving them the things that they truly need and desire, so that it, in turn, as a favor for you, catapult your impact, bank account, and your freedom. All right. And as you can see, the bottom base here, the foundation, is always the mindset. Mindset is very important to me. I've learned this a long time ago. Mindset has helped me overcome all types of things in my life, just through journeys of what I've been through depression, financial heartaches, bankruptcies, my business, all these things that it has helped me with. The mindset has been a critical piece, and making sure that I stay focused and go to the next level and evolve the way that I need to, so that I can show up and be who I need to be authentically and unapologetically to my people every single day. All right, so let's talk about how can you improve your chemistry with your clients, or customers. There's ways that we can do that. And number one is to, gain an understanding of their personal interests, their activities that makes them tick. So this goes back to pillar 1, that connection. Know your people. I've probably said this on every pillar. You know why? Because it's important. You got to know your people. You got to study them like it's an art. Study everything about them so that you can truly know what ticks them and what gets them moving, so that you can serve them. But research their business and hot buttons, and find their pain points, which is in turn of truly understanding them, And then understanding your own pain points, identifying the commonalities here. You know, maybe you have some interests and passions that's very similar to your people. I notice as I, develop myself and as I grow and as I evolve, there's people are attracted to me for very specific reasons. Like the other day, a client said that she was attracted to me because she has also been on a journey towards fertility for exactly 15 years, just like me. So sometimes your story, if you share your story a little bit more, get out there, be vulnerable, let people know your passions and your interests, it can allow them to see a little bit more smidgen of you, and they will connect with you more. And that kind of builds that chemistry a little more tighter here so that we can be on the same wavelength. And so therefore, they'll be more prone to buy your products and your services. Number 4 is to weave your shared interests into a conversation early. Try to talk about these things. So when you're sharing about who you are, about things that you have interest in, bring that up in a sales call. When it's time to, really close a deal, or they're thinking about that product to buy from you, bring that back up. Show them that, hey, we're the same wavelength, girl or guy. We are talking the same lingo. We understand each other on a different level. It really helps a lot with increasing your sales. And then lastly, make sure that your solutions match their needs, and not just the obvious ones, but the things that you truly took time to do some homework on. And that shows up every time when I do close a deal with my clients, because I do help them see that I know you. I've studied you, okay? I've taken that time to pause to really get to know you, and here's what I see that can help you move forward. It's been 80% of the time when I can show them beyond just the surface level of like, oh, I can help you just make more money. But if I can tell them and show them a specific thing in their life that can really catapult, that can really increase, that can go to the next level, they're like, oh my God, you know me. It really baffles them and it makes them feel so special. So show your people you are understanding them, and don't do it inauthentic, okay? Don't do it just for a sale. Do it because you really want to know them and you really want to take them to the next level and help them transform to whatever you are pursuing in your business and such. Now, there are going to be some moments when you'll get a client or a customer, like I was saying earlier, and you may have to fire or reject them. Okay. So if you are already working with someone, and these are to my service providers right now, service online marketers, if you're already working with a client and things are just not going the way you thought it would go, they're kind of being extra hard, putting a lot of work on you, kind of making you stressed out, making you feel like you're like a slave to them per se, and maybe some time to think about, are they right for your program? Are they right for you? Or maybe you two are just not vibing. The program is perfect, but it's something with you two, okay? Or maybe you have to reject someone based on what you've seen in an interaction and such. And maybe you saw that and you're like, I don't know. I don't know. Something about them is not vibing with me now. And there's something that I don't really want to be part of with this person. This is something to think about, okay? Like I told you all in one of the other pillars, I believe it was on 3, on pace, the timing and such. And I, kind of saw a person really, being a cyber bully. And I didn't like that at all. I have zero tolerance for cyberbullying. And so I talked to her about that, and we discussed, that is something she was a good fit for me doing the 90-minute intensive with her. And so I gave her her money back graciously. So just know that it's sometimes you just got to make those hard decisions. And the way you can do it, I'll give you some steps here today, is to decline with gratitude and grace. You don't got to be abrasive about it. You don't have to be mean and putting people out, pointing them out, making them feel bad. Just make sure you don't burn the bridges either. So you never know who that person is in connection with. That may be, their cousin, maybe your next client, okay? Or your next customer, or someone in their line. And social media is a smaller world than you think. There's 7.5 billion people in this world, but somehow, some way, everybody's connected to somebody. And you may be connected to that next line of someone else that you want to be part of your product or purchasing your product or part of your program. So don't burn bridges, and make sure it's very clear, transparent, and upfront about how you feel and why you feel the way you feel in a tactful manner. Tactful, okay? This is your moment to stand in your power. This is the moment to speak your truth, but do it in the most tactful way that you can do it without making anyone feel too offensive, okay? Now, on the other end, you can't control how they will perceive your thoughts. They may still get offended. They may still get a little radical about it, but at least you stood in your power. At least you explained to them, look, okay, I just don't think this is working. I don't think this is vibing. Can we talk about it further, okay? And then also offer alternatives. Give them alternatives of things that they can do. I also want to talk about on the flip end with the people asking for refunds if they a service program or a product that they didn't like. This is something else that not notated on the PowerPoint, but I think it needs to be also discussed. You have to be very clear about if there's a refund policy on your programs or services, and just letting them know that if it's guaranteed, okay? But they also have to put the work in it. So people can sometimes have remorse or feel doubts or fears about what they've invested in, and they'll say, can I just get a refund because I don't really want to do it? This is your job to help them go back to almost a salesperson again, going back to that sales process that we were talking about on the last pillar here, synchronization and getting in tune with their objections. So that's the objection now all over again. How can you help them see the intangible value of the program, okay? Some people are going to ask for refunds, not because of something with you, just because of them, their own mindset. They may feel like they're triggered. It's up to you to make sure you hold them in the program if you see that it is something you can help them out with, or it's something, whatever. I don't know. It could be a million reasons. Now, if it's health or family issues, that's another subject. That's something that you have to be open about, to talk about, to see if it's someone that's like deadly ill and they just can't be in your program anymore. Come on now, you can't like twist their arm and make them stay in your program because they're in a hospital or doing whatever. Okay, so just be open, be mindful, but at the same time, don't always just be so quick to give a refund when someone asks for it. Challenge them on the refund process, because you should have a non-refund policy or some type of policy that is actually in the works where it's been communicated with the individuals before moving forward on signing the agreement. Okay, so keep that in mind, because all this stuff is energy. All this stuff can create havoc. All these things can create frustrations if it's on one end or the other. If the person that's you don't feel like you're vibing with, you want to reject them, and then it's also on the other end when they're like, I don't know, and then they want to reject you. So you have to address it either or, but regardless, it has to be confronted, and it has to be so that you can move forward in your journey, and also being there and being focused and having the right energy and stamina for the people that are there with you, and not allowing yourself to be burnt out by these pieces here that's kind of distracting you in your business. All right. So like I said, this was going to be quick. I just wanted to give you a couple of tips and tricks on that pieces there specifically. So make sure you are joining us here on the Tenacious Queens Unite group, because there's so much radical stuff happening in there. Lots of transformations. There's opportunities to show off your product, promote your product. It's also opportunities to get to know each other at a different level, all right? So come join us on Facebook, Tenacious Queens Unite. And I'm so thankful that you were able to tune in for all 5 pillars. I'm hoping that I know you got a lot of good nuggets for you. I know the front end of the videos was much longer because those were recorded during a time of having a large audience. So there's a lot of Q's and A's. So that was the whole purpose of having those, so you can hear the feedback of what they were in, the insights that was provided. And then these last 2 was just me pre-recording it for you so that you can have all the pillars together and you can have all the knowledge you need so that you can impact or catapult your impact, your bank account, and your freedom. Thank you so much, and many blessings to you and your business. Stay in contact with me. I always have things going on to offer to help you move forward. Each month, I will actually start offering master classes. So there'll be about a 60-minute class I'll be offering via Zoom. So you're more than happy to jump on those. Those will be always $47. They will never change. $47, whatever topic I have. You'll always get a email about it, or at least in the group, to learn more about what the topic is. If it's a topic that you want to learn about, jump on in. The link will be there so you can book, and then you'll get the link to the Zoom conferencing system here so that you can join us and ask all the questions that you need and get filled with the knowledge that you need to move forward and elevate your business, queen. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a phenomenal phenomenal day, and also a phenomenal journey towards building the empire and the legacy that you are truly looking for yourself. All right, take care. It was good seeing you again. Bye.